Yeah, hi Tim. I hope you are doing well. So today we are going to discuss about bill of material. See, bill of material is a quite more related with the productions persons or PPC, you can say. So where those are the involving manufacturing value. So they have quite idea about productions. Okay, bill of material. So now today we are going to discuss about bill of material. Actually, what is bill of material? So see, if in general or in couple of we can say single statement or simple statement we can say bill of material is nothing but a list of components, list of items which require to produce my item. I have produced my SMG or finished good. Okay, so we'll take you to the. I will share my screen and then we'll go with the couple of theoretical discussions and then I will talk to the. Okay, so our concern is I hope my screen visible to you guys. Okay, my first bill of material. So BOM is what actually the generally short form we can say that bill of material. So BOM is nothing but we can say BOM only bill of material. Okay, and generally as I told, what will be list of components required to produce my that's goods items so that we can say bill of materials. For example, suppose my any finished good FG any finished good is there. Okay, that is for example FG1. If I want to produce FG1, I require multiple list of raw materials SFG. Okay, for example RM1, RM2, RM2, RM3, RM4. That is RMN. It may be possible, we can say, it may be possible like that. So these all are my raw materials. Are you agree on that? So what will be the raw materials required to produce? Okay. So what will be the raw materials required to produce your finished good? So that list with what proportion that required. Okay. So that also include in the bill of material. What proportions means what? For example, I want to kg. Suppose unit of measure is this kg. Okay. Unit of measure is this for FG code is kg, and that we are using in gram. Or you can consider this also kg only. Okay. Or what will be that units? So on basis of kg, meter, okay, meter. Suppose it will be kg, like that we can say consider. So if like that, so to produce my this finished good, what proportions required? For example, it will be required 1,000. Okay, means 1,000 to produce 1,000 kg. What these raw material ratios will be there? Okay, suppose that will be 2 kg, or it will be 5 kg. It will be 10 meter or 20 meter. What will be that? 20 meter. Then again, its kg will be, we can say, consider it's a 10 kg. Okay. So if I am considering my finished good is suppose FG1, raw materials are here for, okay, RM1, RM2, RM3, RM4, and unit of measure for this FG code is kg. Raw materials that raw materials unit of measure is kg, meter, meter, kg. So in this way, if required quantity, I want to produce FG1 is a finished good in the 1,000 kg. So required raw materials, suppose raw materials 1 will be 5 kg, this will be 10 meter, 20 meter, 10 meter. So that proportions we can say that all is nothing but bill of material. In that, this is the base unit of measure for to produce my FG code. Either is here FG, it may be SFG or what we are doing productions. Okay, I think I got the point. Okay, so in common we can say bill of material, total entire the process that enter data is called bill of material. So in again I'm repeating, bill of material is nothing but list of components required to produce your in-house manufactured materials. Okay, and what will be the proportions that also we are maintaining bill of material. So if you so this we can say bill of material. Now I'm going with the Next, types. So bill of material, generally what are the types involved? So bill of material on basis of application. On basis of application, there are a couple of types like I can confirm that one is production. Second is, what is second one? One minute. Yeah, yeah. So second is, as I told, first is production bomb. Second is engineering bomb. Engineering bomb. So what is engineering or design? You can consider this. Okay. So design bomb or engineering bomb. So what is engineering or design bomb? So see, production bomb, those bomb are applicable for a production purpose. So that is production bomb. Engineering means designing. See, as you remember, in designing sector, there will be bombs like that on basis of any component design will be there. So their structures, what structure is that? So that design, that dimension will be there on with, you can say, that component. For example, if I consider a vehicles, any vehicle, so if you see that vehicle, you can identify, you make the picture, if you make the designs of that, what where will the, what dimension from top to bottom, what is the that size of that, we can say side glass, or side that we can say side door. Okay, so that all have specific some dimensions. If nut and bolt we are using, if it's reusing, so what dimensions are there? So that we can say considering all in design sector. So that which related with the designs only. There will be no any what using that in the produce production. So that will be not considered, only designing. Okay. Third is universal. So universal bomb, we can say it's a throughout bomb. There is a independent of plan. Generally, see, as we are manufacturing background, the centralized head office is somewhere there. There is a team will be there, designs or engineering team will be there, and my plant manufacturing plant will be some different locations. Okay, so there what happened? The centralized bomb will be one bomb, and they will be shared to the with the concerned team. Obviously, they can use the same bomb, but concern will be there on basis of state to state. There will be a requirement of my raw materials, requirement of other dependent materials will be changed. Priority will be changed because on considering cost factors. So that's the reason the bomb will be modified plant to plant. Okay, so that only for reference purpose what bomb we are using. So that is universal. Third is, you can say, plant maintenance bomb. Okay, plant maintenance bomb. So what is the bomb? So those bomb which we are using maintenance activities, PM activities. We can say SAP PM activities. So that is plant maintenance. Then fifth is sales bomb. Now what is sales bomb? See, sales bomb again, there are also big cases coming, like we can say during the sales process, I want to identify what are the picking materials I'm taking with me. Instead of picking material, I can, if you give example, so I will say that when I'm selling the product, means suppose a desktop or computer, if you selling to the clients, okay, so what happened? There will be concern coming. We have to sell couple of accessories with that. For example, that the computer will sell, invoice will be computer only, but with parallelly there will be access will become exercise coming like that, desktop coming, monitor is coming. Okay, we can say then some mouse will be there, charger will be there. So like that accessory. So during sale, I want to ensure whether those materials, those bunch will deliver to customer or not. So that purpose sales bomb will become. Okay, so here are a couple of examples I explained on application. There are other also bomb also available like template bomb, costing bomb. Okay. So I'm not going much discussion on that. Later on, below, apart from that, on a basis of application, there are we can say some theoretically bomb that okay. So theoretically also come somewhere you can see that, but now we will go with this application bomb, production bomb, engineering bomb, universal bomb. Okay. Already see, as we are going to much discussion, you guys know about production bomb only. So that's the reason I'm not much explaining production bomb here. But next, coming to upcoming that videos, we'll discuss about production bomb. So see, production bomb, what I told initially, components required to produce these items. Okay, so on basis of that is application. Now on basis of structure, there is a bomb type also, single level bomb, multi-level bomb. So single level bomb is what? So for example, I will be coming to here, see, that is my suppose FG code. I require couple of materials, raw material 1, 2, 3, or so on. So what will that? So there will be only one bomb. There will be no any inside the bomb. Within the inside the bomb, there is no other bomb. Okay, so that is we can say single level bomb. If you consider another example, I will give that. Suppose I want to make the ice cream. Okay, so why we to make the ice cream, I will take out only one level of bomb, that is milk. Suppose I want to make the ice cream. What bombs? What ingredients is required? So for that we can say consider milk, sugar, flavor, okay, then cream, butter, anything. So what will be that for a couple of example? Maybe that is I'm not sure that that is the same what I told. So that those only ingredients only using. Maybe there are some other ingredients also be there. Okay, but there is a no any, we can say only one level I told. So what will be that? That is a single level. There is a no any critical bomb. So what will be the if I use those materials directly produce my final product. So these we can say single level bomb. Apart from if single level, so there will be multi-level. Like if suppose my FG is there, I want to produce. So first FG, if I want to produce, so I want my ingredient first level is SFG1, SFG2. To produce SFG1, I require two raw materials, RM1, RM2. Same way, if required SFG2 production, so SFG2 production, SFG3, and then SFG3 is produced from RM3. So how production in this case we will be doing? From down. First we are going to production for this SFG3, then we're going to SFG2, then we're going to SFG1, and then my final product will be getting. So this is, we can say, single item, multi-level bomb. Okay, means for a one bomb, there is a multi-level. First bomb is single level, and second becoming multi-level. So these bombs, generally they're theoretically discussed. Obviously, you guys are understood, I hope. Okay, so we'll stop here only, and then in next video, I will same this will be replicate. I will be showing the system. How can you create bill of material? Okay, what is the importance and other factor we'll discuss. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.